Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me to discuss introducing minority students to the financial industry, we have Bevon and Elois Joseph, founders of the Greenwood Project, in addition to a number of the participants in the internship program. Bevon and Elois, it's great to have you guys back with me. This is my fourth year covering it, although the first time we're doing it virtually. And while I love having all the students at MarketSite with us, I think 2020 is a pretty special year to see just how strong Greenwood is going in a virtual environment.
Yeah, definitely. So thanks, Jill, for first of all supporting the organization all these years with Nasdaq as well. And yeah, we first year we can't be there in person in the studio with you, but again, we were determined to still have a connection and to talk with you today to give you updates on what we've been up to. But yeah, thanks for having us back again. Appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely.
Of course. Yeah, and Elois, if you could give us the genesis behind the Greenwood Project, tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, my husband and I, Bevon Joseph, we've been in the financial space for more than 20 years each. Bevon with New York to Chicago, me strictly in Chicago. And one of the things we noticed was that there just was not a lot of diversity within the industry. And it's not because firms don't have diversity initiatives. It's instead that a lot of students from areas, particularly under-resourced areas, may not know about the financial sector. So we are that connection piece, and we go after academically ambitious students. We introduce them to the industry, and they are crushing it.
Yeah, they really are. This is probably one of my favorite interviews that I cover each year, and the talent pool just gets more incredible each year. I'm always impressed by how well-spoken, intuitive, inquisitive, and outgoing they are. So I'd love to, with our 5 guests today joining us from the program, I'd love to just go around the horn with each one of you. Let us know what stage you're at, what university you're attending or have graduated from, and of course, what your role is within the Greenwood Project right now. So Cameron Durr, we'd like to kick it off with you.
Sure, thank you. First of all, thank you for having us today. But my name is Cameron Durr. I'm a recent graduate from the University of Illinois at the Brandon-Champaign, majoring in finance with a minor in the Health Technology and Management program. Throughout this summer, I've done a lot with Greenwood. I'm really grateful for the experience. I've had a host of practical internships ranging from fixed income analysis, really leveraging our access to Bloomberg terminal that Greenwood has provided to us, which is really extraordinary. We also worked a lot with option-leg position synthesis and portfolio management. I really enjoyed it. And also, me being a recent grad, it's really important that, I hone skills and my certifications through SIE. The CFA foundations to really help that. So I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah, if you can master the Bloomberg terminal, you're doing pretty good. So let's go next to Maisa Mohammed.
Definitely.
I hope I pronounced that correctly. Tell us a bit what you have going on with the Greenwood Project.
Hi, my name is Maisa Mohammed, and I'm a rising junior at Indiana University, Bloomington. I'm studying marketing with a minor in apparel merchandising. And so this is my first year with the Greenwood Project, and my eyes have just really been opened up to the financial industry and the fast-paced world of options and trading. For example, I'm working on, this is about my second time working with Mark Sebastian and his company Option Pit. And at first he had us doing due diligence and evaluation of a stock portfolio, but now we're kind of deep diving into Option Pit's social media and helping increase the engagement for the Instagram platform. And it's just been very engaging and eye-opening experience.
Yeah, you'll certainly learn a lot working with Mark Sebastian and Lauren and the team over there. All right, let's move along to Fatima Gutierrez.
Hi, yes, my name is Fatima Gutierrez. I am a rising junior at Bradley University, double majoring in business management and leadership and management information systems with a concentration in business analytics and a minor in Spanish. This summer with the Greenwood Project has been very interesting, and I'm very, very blessed and lucky to be with them. I am a Greenwood Project intern as well as an operations intern for Northwestern Mutual Chicago. At the Greenwood Project, I have been able to learn about all the different aspects the finance industry has to offer, as well as obtain my Bloomberg Market Concept certification, and I'm currently studying for my CFA Investments Foundation certification. And I got my Northwestern Mutual Chicago internship through the Greenwood Project, where there I am able to work with different departments and work on the different projects they have made for me to be able to and grow my learning this summer.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I'm not sure if the interns realize it or not, but just you're so important to the strategy for our different business units. Fresh eyes, fresh perspective, looking through a younger lens, keeping us up on the trend. So I'm glad to hear that working out for you. Let's move along to Eric Sicard.
Hi, yes, my name is Eric Sicard, and I am a sophomore at Loyola University Chicago, and this is my first year with the Greenwood Project. Originally, originally I wanted to become a lawyer, and going with the Greenwood Project, I realized that I found a new passion, which is the financial industry, and I'm studying business management right now, but once I get back, I'm looking forward to switching to a finance major. I want to continue working within the financial industry with hopes of becoming a financial advisor. We have been working with Mark Sebastian, the CEO of Option Pit. He's been helping us trade options. And then we've also been working with analysts from William Blair, who have been showing us how to do DCFs, doing a really good job with showing us how to evaluate companies and allowing us to have our own perspective on stock prices as well as the company. And like Cameron said earlier, Greenwood has overridden the cost of certifications that we're taking, like the SIE, the CFA Foundations exam, as well as the Bloomberg Market Concepts. Despite battling the global pandemic as well, Greenwood has done a really good job at providing an abundance of resources. We have weekly career talks with a bunch of heads of different firms like JP Morgan. We've talked to people from Morgan Stanley, William Blair, and each week they continue to add new things. So I'm super excited, and I hope to come back next year.
What are one of the stocks you're doing some work on?
So a big one right now, a lot of Robinhood investors love Tesla. That's a big one that's been hitting the headlines. So we've been looking at Tesla, Alta, and then Netflix. We've been doing deep valuations, looking through the 10K. So we're learning a lot, definitely, especially within a short amount of time. I've learned more than I probably learned all year in school.
That's amazing. Well, you have Tesla earnings coming up after the close today, so that should be an interesting one for you. Manuel Gonzalez.
Yeah, hi, my name is Manuel Gonzalez. I'm a rising junior at DePaul University, where I'm majoring in finance. While at the Greenwood Project, I've been working on an internship with a volunteer from William Blair, where we've been working on evaluating companies and using methods such as the discounted cash flows, right? In addition to that, we've been getting a lot of volunteers who come and talk to us regarding their career experiences, and that way laying out a path for us to be able to make an entry into the financial services industry ourselves. So it's been an extremely fortunate experience for me and really impactful. Another thing we've been working on is understanding how to use the Bloomberg terminal and also understanding how to read the 10K.
Yeah, they're really putting you guys through the gamut this summer. So Bevon, I'd like to ask you, and I hear Mark Sebastian's firm Option Pit come up a lot, William Blair, of course, Nasdaq. It seems to be like the roster of financial companies, in Chicago and New York continues to grow year over year with the Greenwood Project.
Yeah, definitely. And it was so important for us. COVID-19 happened, and we had to pivot hard. So we moved everything online. Our entire curriculum is on an e-learning platform now. And for us, we could not turn away these students. We had already committed to them for the summer. So what we did is we went out to firms and we said, hey, we know you're pulling back because your employees are your number one concern. We understand that. But we figured out a way through virtual internships, and it's called micro internships with short-term projects, where companies donate projects to us. So that actually helps to students and companies stay connected. Because as you know, once this is all settled and done, diversity, recruiting, pipeline building is still going to be a thing. So for Greenwood, we showed up with solutions, and these firms really were attracted to that. So definitely a lot of companies that want us in other cities, actually in London. I mean, it's really accelerated the growth for Greenwood in a good way because we were able to keep students engaged and attract even more students as well.
Elois, let's talk about that, the silver lining to COVID-19, because I'm sure as the students are learning that the digitization of what's happening in finance and with the banks and the Wall Street firms and so forth, that was a trend that was happening regardless of the pandemic, and it's only been accelerated. So to start their careers, start their internships from day one in this kind of environment could be the silver lining. And then second to that, with the technology, what we're learning from cloud computing and being able to work from home, whatever hybrid environment it evolves to, that can really help to build diverse and inclusive workforces who might not have had access or exposure to Wall Street or LaSalle Street before.
Absolutely. The access and the exposure in a virtual or a digital format has been huge. when the pandemic started, Bevon and I were very nervous because we didn't know what that looked like, much as everyone, didn't know what to expect. So with switching to a digital platform, it's been great. It's definitely made us think about the future. And as you said, about how this would impact careers moving forward and students and internships. So I think we're ahead of the game. And as crazy as this may seem, it's been a welcome challenge and opportunity at the same time.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this too, what it's doing for diversity and inclusion and belonging for not only just the financial industry, but through multiple sectors. So I want to give all the interns, one last go around at this. And Cameron, we'll start with you again. Tell us what your favorite part of the program has been. Tell us what your favorite stock is, anything you want to get into that's been a highlight over the summer for you.
My favorite part has been the opportunity that Greenwood has provided for me. Me being, one of the only recent grads in Greenwood, it's been really crucial for me to have the opportunity to get a foot in the door at a lot of financial firms. I did have a few interviews with investment banks prior to the COVID virus going, but that was obviously halted because of the hiring freeze. So the fact that Greenwood has really helped me, connecting me with a lot of people, and actually got me interviews. So I really do appreciate that. That's probably my favorite part.
Good. Keep your name out there. And Maisa, I'll ask you the same question. Either your favorite thing over the summer, favorite stock.
I'm gonna have to say not only the phenomenal professionals, but just the pool of peers that I've been introduced to this summer through Greenwood. And even though it is online, we've taken initiative and started group meetings and started chats with each other to make sure that we stay in contact. And I just feel really lucky to have this group of people that I know in a context of the financial industry that I can say has been through it with me. And we've learned something so valuable together this summer.
Yeah, that's an awesome point that you bring up about networking. It's probably the most crucial thing that you'll be doing over the summer. And of course, look for me on LinkedIn. Always happy to have a sidebar conversation, help where I can. And Fatima, I'll ask you the same thing as well. Favorite memory over the summer, what you're looking forward to?
My favorite memory definitely has to be just the connections that we've built through as a team, as the cohort for the 2020, even though it is virtual. We've still managed to, like Maisa said, build some connections with each other, and also the opportunities that I've gotten. The Greenwood Project saw something in me that I didn't see in myself, and this is the one time that virtual internships, there's never again in my life am I going to be able to do 2 internships at the same time. So this is a one in a lifetime opportunity.
It certainly is, and definitely make the effort to meet each other in person, because it'll be really nice to physically put the face to the name. And Eric, we know you like Tesla, we know you like Netflix, all those big Nasdaq 100 stocks. Tell us what your favorite thing over the summer has been outside of stock picking.
My favorite thing I would have to say is how hard the administration works. They constantly are doing something to give us an edge over competition. They're working with us every single day. They have long meetings, meeting with big companies to try to give us the opportunity to talk with heads of different firms, to talk with different people, and seeking out for internships for us. So they're constantly working hard, and they don't always tell us what they're doing, but we know that in the background they're working day in, day out, staying up long nights, just so that they can give us a competitive advantage when they didn't have to do any others from the beginning. So I'm really glad to see Greenwood grow, and I hope to continue to watch them grow over the years.
All right, they do certainly work unbelievably hard. And Manuel, your favorite memory over the summer or favorite stock?
Yeah, for me, one of my favorite memories is obviously having the ability to talk to a lot of financial professionals. So as a result, I've been able to determine what the career path I want to take, which is venture capital and becoming an equity research analyst. And I would say as of right now, one of my favorite stocks is probably Ulta stock. So this is one of the stocks we've been able to scrutinize here at the William Blair. So I really enjoy learning about it.
All right, I thought you guys were going to say doing some media on Nasdaq trade talks. All right, Bevon, Elois, I'm going to give you the last word here on what we can look forward to.
Yeah, definitely. So Greenwood's our growth has been accelerated because of COVID-19. Again, it's a positive because it allows us to create more opportunity for more young people. We just formed a coalition called FinTech in Action with Apex and Peak 6 Investments, which is going to bring a bunch of new FinTech companies to the table. And that's more internships, more cities, more growth It's always been our goal to reach as many students as possible. And I think in the midst of chaos and crisis, you can find opportunity. And that's what we did this summer. These students are a testament to what we've been up to. As you can hear their own personal stories and how it's impacted them. But Greenwood's always been about finding a way and finding a way to create more opportunity. And that's what we've been able to do. So again, I'm thankful that we were able to execute and keep going and growing. And we're excited for the future for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, it's always been an honor to be part of the Greenwood Project. We certainly do appreciate having the opportunity to work with you guys. And I want to thank all of you for joining me today on Trade Talks. And of course, thanks to all of our listeners for joining me on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.